And we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium, which opened back in 2008 here in the Circle City of Indianapolis, Indiana. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. This is Robert Turbin. He finds an opening past the 40. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Back to the air. Luck on second down. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Rolling to his left. They find some open field here. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with second and a yard.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. To throw on second down is Luck. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Doyle. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack, but I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone. And into the offensive backfield, he's a heck of a player.
And they're a big TFL, tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. Has bred this big defensive tackle.
Being chased out left. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is third and short. A shotgun snap for Luck. And he's got his man Hilton. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. Back to throw. Luck steps away to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Andrew Luck, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for. And take it. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Jamal Sheard on the stop.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Dalton out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Go on the ball.
Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Dalton throwing on second down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Jamal Sheard in there to get him for a loss of 5. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. The Colts offense, Charles, heading out here. And this is a franchise, it's hard to know what to make of them. You know, if they can keep number 12 out there, keep him healthy, you think they're going to be okay. Without him, though, it's really a completely different team, isn't it?
It certainly is, and it feels like a complete makeover in order, and they're trying to get that done. But I remember when they drafted number 12, Andrew Luck, they were predicted to be a last-place team. Instead, they went to the playoffs right out of the gate, first few years of his career. So to me, it comes all the way back to him. His health, if he's able to play all 16 and at a high level, the Colts are automatically transformed.
On second down, here's Luck. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Go, on the ball! On the ball! 368!
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Flushed out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
on the ball. On the ball.
Here's Bernard. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They look to throw on third with Dalton. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And Bullock will put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. Buying time to his left. Over the middle, complete. It's Doyle. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They'll run with Mack. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Here's Luck now on second down. Dancing to his left. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And the return will stop right around the 25.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the drive here with an end around. Always got some breathing room. So 1:55 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this.
Go on the ball. On the ball.
They go play action here on first down. Going deep downfield for Ross. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Cincinnati. 58 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Passing, it's Dalton. This is caught, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll run it here. This is Mark Walton. And he pulls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Mark Walton with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bengals are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is now 10-7. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport. They say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory. But that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done. But I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling?
And that's caught inside the 35. So with a big gainer anyways, they'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now a hit and lock. Lost the football. It's out. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were, and so possession will remain with Indy.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
3rd and long. It's locked. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. The final shot before the break. Lock. And my goodness, this is incomplete. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this 2nd half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Now, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Go on the ball.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Escaping, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Al Woods in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the 2nd half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, here's Luck. The hitter here is complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Play action, it's Luck. Forced out to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. 2nd and 10, Luck again. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one goes for 24 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Luck now hitting on 2/3 of his passes. 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Trying to improvise. And he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much. Getting outside of the pocket. And it results in a sack. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The Colts on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Being chased out left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
On the run, it's Robert Turbin. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. First throw now for the backup Kaya. He can run for it, and he will. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Colts are in for the touchdown.
Well, that was not quite the holy roller, partner. That was San Diego, Oakland. You might remember that in 1978, right? Kenny Stabler, forward fumble. Dave Casper falls on the end zone. Oakland beats him on the last play of the game. But that was a live football. And what a nice job he did to fall in the end zone. And yes, indeed, folks, that's a touchdown.
By the way, John Madden was coaching in that holy roller game, wasn't he?
He certainly was, and he wanted to make sure that the call went his team's way, was out on the field and was told, yes, it's a touchdown. Now get back on the sidelines.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he powers his way up past the 30. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hand.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now a toss play to Bernard. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. First toss of the game here for the backup Barkley. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to fourth down. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And the Colts coming out now. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
Now it's the backup Kaya. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Leopard! No, check, Patriot!
On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Now the Bengals on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Check, Patriot!
Now Barkley. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here's Barkley. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Leopard!
They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. So the failure to convert, no doubt, really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help them because, in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And again, it's Turbin. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he powers his way up past the 30. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. Carter, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season, we get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.